Yesterday, I went to the supermarket and I took my little toddler, my little Moishi, with me. When we're at the supermarket, they have these very big shopping carts, but there's no place for anybody to sit. There's no place for a little kid to sit, which meant that I would have to carry Moishi or have him run around wildly in the supermarket. Therefore, I opted to carry him in the baby carrier. I put Moishi inside my baby carrier. We're off in the supermarket. I'm loading up the shopping cart, and all of a sudden I realize, oh no, Moishi's got one shoe. Where's the other shoe? I looked all over for it. I couldn't find it. I went to the main cashier. No one turned it in. I went back to my car. It wasn't there. It wasn't on the floor of the car. It wasn't in the car seat. Retracing my steps, I can't find the shoe. I called my husband. Maybe for somehow I had dropped in the parking lot of our building. No, there was no shoe. He couldn't find it. Okay, only one shoe. So I strapped Moshe back into his car seat. We're about to go home. I put the key in the engine, and all of a sudden I see, what do I see on the windshield wiper? Shoe. Moshe's shoe. It felt like a kiss from Hashem, from God. In this week's Parsha, we have a story with Yosef and his brothers, the 12 tribes. 10 of his brothers threw him into a pit. They wanted to kill him. And what happened? Yosef, instead of being killed, instead of being left to die, his brothers thought, no, let's actually sell him into slavery instead. He's taken out of his pit and he's sold into slavery. He's sold to the Midians, to the Ishmaelim, until eventually he gets to Egypt. Now, on the way, he's in a caravan, and what happens? This caravan, which usually, as a French commentary Rashi explains, would be carrying tar, petroleum, it would smell really bad. This caravan has wonderful, sweet-smelling spices. Why? Because if Yosef has to go down, and he's going to do something, and he's being sold into slavery, and it's so difficult, and actually that was eventually to lead to the salvation of the Jewish people for us to become a nation, but he had to get down there. He should go with good smell. This good smell was, Rav Chaim Shmulevitz says, a kiss from Hashem. Also, we have this week is starting Chanukah, which is the light, festival of the lights. It's the menorah, it's lighting the menorah. The question always is why are we celebrating the menorah when there was this huge army, the Greek-Syrian army, that was battling against a very small army of the Jewish people? And you know what? We won. We won this miraculous war of few against the mighty, the weak against the strong, and yet we won the war. It was a huge miracle. However, we're lighting the candles. We're not lighting, I don't know, like a sword. We're lighting a menorah. Why is that? Because when we came back from this battle, which was totally miraculous, and it was a huge miracle on a grand scale, what happened? We started to see that our temple had been ransacked, it had been looted, things that were pure were made impure, and there was this beautiful golden menorah, which was a representation of light, of wisdom, of Torah. The menorah needed oil in order to light it up, but there was no oil. All the oil had been contaminated, broken. They were searching. They wanted so much just to light this menorah. And guess what? They found one little tiny jar of oil. They lit that one little tiny jar of oil, which was enough just for one day, and miraculously, this one little jar of oil became enough for 8 days. Therefore, we commemorate the celebration of that. No matter who tries to crush our light, who tries to put us in darkness, the Jewish person, the soul of the Jewish person is always lit up. And not only are we lighting up the world, but we ourselves are a light. Now, this was a kiss from Hashem also, because you see, you would think that we should be celebrating this big thing that happened to us, these big miracles, and also Yosef going down, and we should, we celebrate the idea that, wow, Yosef went down and he went from slavery to becoming the second in command, he went from becoming Pharaoh, the king's right-hand man, huge miracle. However, the Torah comes to tell us, wait a minute, there was a kiss here, and that was a sweet-smelling spice. In our lives, we always have these kisses. We have the shoe on the windshield wiper, which, okay, it wasn't a big deal. If we lost the shoe, we would have lost the shoe. But there's always these messages that God is sending us throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout our life, of saying, I love you. It's a kiss. In Chanukah, this year, as we stand there and we light the candles for a half an hour, you can just be looking at the candles, be enjoying the candles, be praying in front of the candles, and also be opening your eyes. Ask God to illuminate you. Open your eyes to little kisses, the little details in the relationship between you and your Creator. Chanukah Sameach v'Shabbat Shalom.